Hello. Today I'd like to continue talking about teaching children about rhyme. So one game you can play is rhyme recognition, where I say a few words and have the children repeat those words and then ask them how they're alike. So children, I'm going to say two words and I want you to repeat them. Cat sat. And the children will say cat sat. Now, how are they alike? They both have at. Okay, now children, let's say sit bit. Sit bit. How are they the same? They both have it. How about boo moo? They both have ooh. And then after you've done that game for a while, it's good to write the words so they can see how they're alike. So we have sit and bit. Can you see how they're alike? It. So this is called onset. The beginning sound is called the onset. It's not important that children know this, but that's just something you might know. Onset plus the rhyme, R-I-M-E, rhyme, different rhyme. The rhyme is it in this word. So after they know this rhyme, they can read lots of words. They can read sit, bit, mit, and then you can make words up. Dit, wit. You can just keep going. And children love to rhyme. They just start doing it in their head and because they like to play with words. So that's a fun game to play. All right. Another thing that's important to do is as you're reading or singing to point out words that rhyme, maybe after you sing it a few times. So here's a song that I like to teach my children in Bible class, and it's about the days of creation. And I've written it out, and then the words are not written out, but you can hear the sound. So day one, God made light when there was none. What rhymes? One, none. And one and none do end the same. So one, O-N-E, and none. One does not have the onset, but none does. So that's interesting how one is a word by itself, but then if I add an N, none, it's another word. So God made light when there was none. Day two, God made clouds and sea of blue. Day three, God made flowers and grass and trees. Day four, sun and moon and stars galore. I just realized this is backwards for y'all, isn't it? Day five, God made birds and fish alive. Day six, or sixth day, God made animals and man that day. Day seven, God rested in his heaven. So let me sing that song for you since the board was backwards. Day one, God made light when there was none. Day one, God made light when there was none. Day two, God made clouds and sea of blue. Day two, God made clouds and sea of blue. Day three, God made flowers and grass and trees. Day three, God made flowers and grass and trees. Day four, sun and moon and stars galore. Day four, sun and moon and stars galore. Day five, God made birds and fish alive. Day five, God made birds and fish alive. Sixth day, God made animals and man that day. Sixth day, God made animals and man that day. Day seven, God rested in his heaven. Day seven, God rested in his heaven. When you can put things like that to song, children are going to learn them a lot quicker. When we put things to music, it gets it in our brain a lot faster. So let's talk about what rhymed in that song. Day 1, God made light when there was none. Day 2, God made clouds and sea of blue. 2, blue. You know what? Those sound the same, but they're not spelled the same at the end. Now, sometimes that's the way it is in our language. Day 3, God made flowers and grass and trees. Day 4, sun and moon and stars galore. Day 5, God made birds and fish alive. 5 and alive. Do you see the onset and rhyme in those words? Okay. 4 and galore also are spelled differently at the end. It's very tricky. Okay. 6th day, God made animals and man that day. So day and day is the same word. It's not great poetry, but it still helps them remember when God created it. And day 7, God rested in his heaven. 7, heaven. Not spelled exactly the same, but close. All right, so that's another way you can use rhyme. It's a little more advanced, where you're having them repeat the word and then tell you what they hear that's the same at the end. All right, see you next time.